Hello friends, welcome again. Friends, in one of our previous videos, we discussed the origin and development of English drama. We discussed about liturgical plays, morality plays, miracle plays, and so on. But in today's video, our focus is mainly on major types of drama found in English literature. Friends, when we discuss drama, we must know where this word comes from. The word drama comes from a Greek word, Greek language, in which it means action or to do something. Different historians and critics have given different definitions of drama, but William J. Long, an important historian of English literature, has given this definition of drama, as you can see on the screen, that drama is an old story. Old story here, William J. Long wants to say that drama is an ancient form of literature. It is an olden type of literature. Even during the olden times, ancient times, this art of writing drama used to exist. So drama is an old story told in the eye. Told in the eye, that means here he wants to say that the story is presented in such a manner by the dramatist that the whole visual story, the visual pictures come before the eyes of the audience. Okay, and it is a story put into action by living performers. So the story is presented by the performers. Performers means actors. Okay, so the actors perform a story, perform some actions, and we visualize that story on the stage. That is known as drama. Now, when we are examining the whole history of English literature, friends, we come across different types of drama. Major, there are four types of drama: comedy, tragedy, tragicomedy, and melodrama. So, first of all, let's try to discuss comedy. Each of these types of drama, whether it is comedy, tragedy, tragicomedy, or melodrama, they have some common features like dialogues, setting, character, plot, but they are slightly different and they are used in different occasions. Comedy. What a comedy is. Friends, comedy, we know, is a type of drama which mainly aims to create humor. Okay, it makes the audience laugh while watching the play. So the tone of this drama, comedy, is lighter in comparison to tragedy, and the end of the drama is happy. Okay, generally we see that in English literature comedies are full of wit. Wit means intelligence and satire. Okay, why? Because comedy appeals our intelligence. Horace Walpole has rightly said that life is a tragedy for those who feel and life is a comedy for those who think. So comedy appeals your thoughts, your intelligence, your wit. So comedy is full of wit and satire. The main aim of the comedy writer is to expose the weaknesses, the demerits of the society. No society is completely good. There are some drawbacks among the people, right? There are some weaknesses of the people. Such weaknesses of the people are generally exposed by the dramatist in comedies, right? We have some great examples. If you examine the ancient times in Greek literature, we had Lysistrata, the frogs, the birds, the knights. These are the titles of some very popular comedies written by a Greek writer, Aristophanes. In English literature, we have the first comedy during the 16th century written by Nicholas Udall, and that is Ralph Royster Doyster. William Shakespeare, Ben Jonson, John Dryden, and these are some of the English writers who are very popular as comedy writers. So friends, now let's discuss tragedy. Tragedy is just opposite to comedy. If one is east, then the other is west. Tragedy is a type of drama in which we see murders, deaths, violence, insanity, and agony. Okay, so it is a sad kind of a play. The main characters here, their main weakness is projected, and which is known as hamartia. If I use the words of Aristotle, the main character is presented as a very good character, the tragic hero. However, there is one weakness in that character which is known as hamartia in Greek language, which becomes the central cause of his downfall, of his decline, and it is a serious kind of a drama. Friends, Aristotle wrote the Poetics, and there he has discussed the tragedy in detail. Tragedy, according to Aristotle, arouses the emotions, mainly pity and fear of the audience. When we watch the play, when we watch a tragic play on the stage, our pity, sympathy, and fear are aroused by the dramatist, by the actors. If you want some best example of the ancient Greek tragedies, then Oedipus Rex and Electra, written by Sophocles, these two are the greatest Greek tragedies ever written in the history of Greek literature. But we are the students of English literature. In English literature, we have the master of the master, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare's 4 tragedies, Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear, and Othello, are considered as the masterpieces, superb works of arts as far as tragedy is concerned. But Christopher Marlowe must also not be forgotten here, because it is considered, it is believed by the scholars that Marlowe is the father of English tragedy. Marlowe also is known for his 4 important tragedies, and they are Dr. Faustus, Edward II, The Jew of Malta, and Tamburlaine. Okay, now let's move on to discuss the third type of drama, that is tragicomedy. So the name itself tells us that tragicomedy is a different kind of drama in which you find a mixture of tragedy and comedy. Okay, this is a combination of all the elements of tragedy and comedy both. It means that in this play, generally the play is serious in tone, but it ends happily just like a comedy, right? Some critics believe that life is a mixture of tragedy and comedy, and if literature is the exact picture, if literature is the mirror of life, then this mixture of tragic and comic elements of human life and human nature must be presented in drama. And such where the Roman dramatist Plautus was such a person who was the first man to write tragicomedy, and he was the first one to use the term tragicomedy. Plautus wrote Amphitryon. Amphitryon is the best example of the first tragicomedy. William Shakespeare is also known for his tragicomedies. If you want an example, it is Merchant and Venice. In this play, Merchant of Venice, you find that the whole play is going on very seriously. We feel it is a tragedy, but the end is happy, and that's why Merchant of Venice is the example of a tragicomedy. The last type of drama is melodrama. Melodrama means it is a kind of hyperbolic drama. Hyperbolic means there is too much exaggeration of everything. Exaggeration means अतिशयोक्ति, जो है उसे बहुत ज़्यादा दिखाने की कोशिश इस नाटक में, इस ड्रामा में किया जाता है. Usually, the themes of melodrama, they are very simple stories. I mean, the focus of the dramatist, they are not serious about the theme or subject matter or the story. The characters are very typical kind of stereotypes of characters, and the main aim of melodrama is to tell a story and to arouse or awaken the emotions of the audience. So they are highly emotional kind of plays, right? These plays, in such plays, mostly there are love stories, beautiful heroines are presented, charming heroes, adventurous heroes are presented, and the villains are very cruel in such melodramas. Okay, as I told you, these melodramas are highly emotional, and they are also sometimes full of violence. Okay, it first appeared in France at the end of the 18th century, and later, if you examine British or English literature, it became popular during the 19th century. If you want an example, Still Life and Brief Encounter, written by Newell Coward, and Mildred Pierce, written by James Cain, they are the best examples of melodramas of English literature. So friends, here we come to the end. There are 4 types of dramas: comedy, tragedy, tragicomedy, and melodrama. Here we end this lecture. If you have any doubts or questions, do write to me in the comment section of this channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you.